Wrong button. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Phlinger, and welcome to Ark Basics. Well, today we're going to be talking about a step-by-step guide on how to get through the Cave of the Massive. Yeah, this massive cave back behind me that you can barely see. Now, matter of fact, if you walked by this cave and you weren't looking for it, you would absolutely be able to miss it. So, yeah, this right here is where we're looking. Way, way, way down in here. And it's... Here, let me... Yeah. Way, way, way down here on the map. All right, so what you're going to want for this is you're going to want a couple different things. One, you're going to want a dinosaur. One that can actually fit through this tiny little hole. Now, a baryonyx will be able to go through, and a baryonyx is the biggest thing that will actually go through. So, of course... we're choosing a baryonyx because when we go through the caves, we want the easiest and simplest way. We don't want to have to fight for every scrap of the way going through. Now, you can actually go through with anything that jumps, all right? If it doesn't jump, don't bring it, all right? Now, you can come through with a raptor. You can come through with a saber-tooth. You can come through with a direwolf. I would not really recommend any of these ones because... there's a lot of damage inside of this cave. This one is where things start stepping up a notch when it comes to certain things that you're gonna need. All right. Also, definitely bring cloth armor. The best cloth armor that you have because it is hot in here. You want that heat resist that cloth armor actually gives you. So it's kind of important. Another thing, you're gonna want a crossbow and you're gonna want a grappling hook. It's not absolutely required, but it does make things a lot easier. Antidotes, you're going to want those as well. You're going to want probably about 5 to 6 antidotes, maybe even all the way up to 10, depends on how slow you want to go through. If you just want to press through as fast as you can, you're probably going to need about 3 to 5. But if you want to, go at your own pace, go a little slow, first time through, bring a couple extra, because antidotes, while they do clear your rabies, they give you a buff afterwards. If it takes you a little while to get into that buff's going to be gone. So just make sure if you're coming in, bring some antidotes. Also, you're going to want hide and you're going to want fiber, enough to actually repair this stuff along the way. Granted, we are going to be getting some hide on the inside, so fiber is the big one you want to bring in with you. All right, now with that said, let's get started. All right, another thing you're going to want a logout shack. Because, just in case if you die, you need to run back in. Now, what this logout shack does, all this has in it is a shack and a bed. For when you die, you can respawn and run in and grab your stuff and your dino. Yeah, it's kind of important. If you're playing on a public server, I would recommend not doing it. But if you're playing on single player or on a private server, yeah, go for it. All right, once you have your dinosaur out, pop in like this, head on through like this, and you'll notice that the lighting gets really weird inside of this cave. It's, it gets kind of monochrome, but that's also because there's a lot of crystals reflecting the light. There's lava that's generating a bunch of light. It gets kind of intense inside of this cave. Yeah. So the beginning area of this cave, it actually looks like you have a couple different choices of directions you want to go, but it's very deceptive. You only have one choice. And that's to the right. So just follow the path down to the right. See that right there? It looks deceptive. That just leads to lava. Follow this path all the way down. Now there's going to be a lot of bad stuff down here. And this is where it starts getting really, really dangerous. Because there is a lot of stuff for you to fight in this cave. It gets really, really dangerous. Now also, since you're bringing in a baryonyx, or if you're bringing anything else, then you're not going to have this problem. But if you're bringing in a baryonyx, there is no fish inside of this cave. So if you're getting fish, if you're going to, whatever fish you have on your baryonyx is the fish that you brought with you. So yeah, if you start running into issues, run on out. The ocean's right outside. You can get a whole bunch of fish, run back in, and then you can heal up along the way. I think that I'll probably be able to just run through this without getting a ton of fish. All I'm really gonna need is to get a little bit of hide. And I see the bat coming up on my left. Okay, they're down there chilling. All right, and like with most caves, what you're gonna want to do is go to the right. Yeah, apparently the people that made the caves in Ark, they really enjoyed the right side. All right, also, every once in a while, over across that way, they'll have a loot drop. It's usually a blue one. Sometimes it can get a little bit better, but yeah. All right, now these kind of spots right here, there's lava right there. So not only can you kind of knock off some of the stuff inside of the lava, also when you're fighting, you want to kind of keep backing up away from the lava, making sure that you've got a clear path behind you. One, so where things aren't constantly hitting you, and you can back up away from them. But also, so they don't knock you into the lava, because if you get knocked into the lava down there, that's a death sentence. It really is. So yeah, don't get knocked into the lava. Make sure when you're backing up, you've got a clear line that you can go to. Really? Okay. But yeah, things in this cave, they love their status effects. There's Dilophosaurs in here that love giving you the green goo. There's spiders in here that love snaring you. And there's Onyx in here that love giving you rabies. Yeah, here in a little bit, we'll also be seeing some snakes, which love giving you the torpor. Alright, now you're going to want to fight your way all the way down through here. Kind of amazed I haven't gotten rabies yet. Alright, and take a whole bunch of this, just in case. Let's just dump all this stuff. We may end up having to go out and get some fish meat. See, I'm just going forward and backward in a straight line. Not trying to interweave in between anything or do anything of the sort. All right, so now we're just going to keep heading down. Now, you'll notice there's a jump here. This is why you can't bring anything that doesn't jump. All right, but when you're jumping, just make sure... I mean, you can run and jump, but if you're on a server, on like a public server or something, I would recommend don't just running and jumping, just walk and jump. You can make it if you just walk and jump. If you're on a single player or a private server where you trust the lag issues, then I would say running and jumping is something that you can absolutely do. But walking and jumping will get you there a little bit safer. All right, coming down through here, we just want to follow this path down to the right. Now, you'll notice this little area down here to the left, there's usually some loot down there. There's also an XP box down there. We'll curve down around to that here in just a little bit. But for now, we're just going to stick to the right, and we're going to walk over to this little ledge that's right over here. This right here is definitely a walk and jump type of situation. Don't sprint over that. You do not need to sprint. Even if you're walking without a dinosaur, you do not need to sprint. This is the same kind of way. Just walk and jump. If you sprint, it'll bounce you off the walls and it'll put you in a spot that you don't want to be. All right, now just keep following this path all the way down to the right. And there's going to be a whole bunch more baddies right here. This is where it starts really picking up with all of the dangers that you have to fight. Now just make sure you pay very close attention, that you stay away from the walls, because they're going to try to push you. And then also, if you get rabies, make sure you eat that antidote as quick as possible. Wait for that to drop. Drop all of that. Alright. And every once in a while, you get a freebie bat that gets stuck inside of a rock. That's a good thing. And then, just like the rest of the cave, we're following everything to the right. So this path right here, where it looks like we can go to the left, well, we are going to eventually go that way, but as of right now, we're just sticking to the right. Now we're heading back to the right. All the way down through this way. Now here you want to pay very close attention because this is where we're starting to get into tight quarters. Make sure you stay away from these walls. You don't want to get boxed in. And we have rabies now, so just go ahead and eat our antidote and we'll be good. And also make sure you're paying very close attention to your dino's inventory. Make sure you don't get over encumbered. Alright, so now here to the right, this is where the artifact is. So we're just going to kind of want to kill these guys. Let them aggro on us and make sure they come to us. Like those bats over there, we want them to come to us. And also there's some bats behind us we're going to need to fight. Alright, so now, something back there is running. Want to aggro just about everything back there so where it comes to us. Alright, now this right here, you can actually make these jumps with the baryonyx, but why would you even bother? I mean, if you can just take a moment. Snipe a few of these guys. Really? Alright, so these scorpions over here, they're being a little bit of a jerk. So we're just going to go like this. Alright, now you can run and make this jump, but like I said, why would you want to even bother? Make sure that when you hop off, you leave your dinosaur on on passive, so where even if it gets hit, he's not going to start panicking and run around and try to get the best, you know, attack vector on whatever. So he's going to sit still. Alright, so we're going to want to try to shoot for about right there. And once it connects, we're just going to pull ourselves across. Just let them die inside the lava. Alright. Come across right through here. Once they're inside the lava, grab our artifact. Disconnect. And then pass out from our scorpion bites. Don't worry. We'll be awake here in a sec. But, yeah, scorpions, I let that guy bite me just a little bit too much. Or sting me. But since we're over here, this right here is safe. But it's little situations like this as the last of our torpor come back. This right here is why we spend a couple extra minutes just to make sure everything's completely clear. So where if something like this happens, we can just take a nap right in the middle of the cave and we'll be fine. And if we wanted to, there's loot right over there, which I think we may actually go get it. We can actually circle our butt away around to get it. Launch that. Disconnect. Put that away, and let's hop on. All right, now if you want to curve around, you can just go down through this, and this right here will curve around to the other side a little bit. Just if you come down over on this side, realize you are in for one heck of a fight, because these guys, they're not going to give up their loot without a fight. And it also is a pretty good tactic to just shoot them and let them come to you. Rabies. Alright, there's an XP box here. And also some loot. Now, you want to make sure that everything's kind of clear. Make sure you keep your eye out for dillos, because dillos can be hiding in all sorts of weird places. But as long as your dinosaur's on passive, you'll be fine. Grab our loot. And get out of here. Now, leaving this area is the same way we got in. We'll just follow the path back up. And then instead of coming into the right, or going out the way, just make sure you keep to the left a little bit. But when you reach this first little bit, take to the right. This will take you down to the way that we overlooked earlier, because this is the easiest way out. Because, as you remember, when we came in, we had to drop down off that one ledge. Well, this right here, this bypasses the ledge. It does mean we have to fight a little bit more, but it'll be fine. Green goo to go. There we go. Also, there is an XP box right here. Now, this little spot right here, this is a bit deceptive. Now, we're going to go through here. It's going to aggro some Onyx, but we don't want to fight them right here, because they can and a lot of times do push you off the edge. You either want to fight them down here, or you want to run up to the top and fight them up there. I'm going to run up to the top. And we can actually just push our way through if we wanted to. So we're going to head up here to the right, up this, keep going this way. Now this puts us on the opposite side of that one jump. Do our little jump, run up through here, and then follow our way all the way out of the cave. But make sure that you only sprint when you know which way you're going. Yeah, there are some times where you can come up to, you can just run right off that ledge. All right, so once you reach here, you reach this big waterfall, this big lava waterfall spout. All you do is just go to the left, come up this way, and this will take you right outside the cave. And just like that, you now have the Artifact of the Massive ready to fight the bosses. All right, let's get our butt out of here. But yeah, hey, I hope the video helped you out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And until next time, this is Phlinger, and take it easy, everybody.